Monday morning. One truck's been and gone, another one's here for straw, one's here for wheat. That's one dusty Valtra. I'll add a bit of milling wheat on it, so John's just tinned it out, ready for reloading. And then I'm gonna go and load the straw wagon. Got a bit stuck to the bottom there. Must have been a bit damp, that trailer, when it was filled. I don't know what's going on here. That is solid. I'll put it on that to take the weight off, but because the spike's twisted, oh, undo. I have to get some grips on it to turn it and knock it out with a big long one. I don't know what was going on. It just must be Monday. 585 tyres on. Here we go. Good thing about these is whether you're going forwards or backwards, it's still grip. And still self-clean. As you can see. That's what I've just driven through. Now let's get the straw loaded. It's not working too bad actually, loading over the fence, because I'm driving on a lot harder ground than the slushy gateway over there, so it's not making too much more mess. I'm just going to reach over that old pusher. We're having a 10 metre boom. I can even reach the other side of the wagon, even though I'm going over the fence and over the top of that grain pusher. These are all the bottom bales because they're for his own cows. So put them through a bedder and 95% of the bales good straw inside. Leave it at the bottom, I've soaked up a bit off the field. Oh, spinning a bit. Gonna get on the stones. Just. Shame that it doesn't show. It makes the yellows look terrible. They're actually not that bad. Them bales, just bottom bits are a bit damp. There's T&J on the way out. Straw wagon's now in the yard. I'm going to shove him square and put them on top of his cab. I'm just scooting these bales over to by the fence, so if it comes wet again I can just reach over without coming in the field and getting the tyres muddy. That's them all now, it's reachable over the fence, so saves me trolling through this again. Put the ones on the front on the concrete, and then I'm not sliding about in the field. Oh, his thing's gone off the top of his cab, hasn't it? These go on edge and I haven't got a fancy grab, so I've just flicked them over on the concrete and then lifted them on sort of strings into the spikes so that it doesn't, I don't have to tip them onto the cab and let them drop. I'll just roll this one over and then do the same with that. It's not easy filming at the same time. I go into that now with a spike. Pick it up. Oop. Pick it up like that. Just got it. Put that on from the front. I'm going to twist that so that it's not diamond shaped going into the holder. It might have a slight bend, so it'll help hopefully if I twist it a bit. John's putting a bit of chip through. Listen to the sound ending of the straw as it drives past. Gone in the chipper now. I've sorted that, I've twisted it so that's nice and slack now. So I'll drop that off, and then I'm going to drop that off on the back at the nursery because we've got 80 Christmas trees left over. So I'll let him load that trailer and then we'll bring it back and chip it. Give this a blast down the road, see how much of the dust it blows off it. It's like a custard colour, isn't it? That's the phone doesn't show it, just like it doesn't show the straw, the yellow with the straw. Oh, it does a little bit there maybe. But we'll see if anything blows off the bonnet when we go down the road. Then it goes back to orange. Some beastly trees left over. I think he said he got about 80, which is more than he'd like, but not as many as he's had in previous years. A little bit more orange anyway. This field's got a winter bird mix in it, but it's treading very dry. I don't know whether we stitch some wheat now underneath it. We did mix a little bit of what OSR we had left over in the drill when we drilled it with the cover crop, and there is quite a population of OSR, but I don't know whether they're strong enough plants to keep the pigeons off, so whether we put it into wheat or try and keep the OSR. It's clear field, so we could go through with a selective herbicide and knock out the other stuff in the spring and just leave the OSR plants behind, or we go no, drill it with wheat and off we go. I mean, it is 95% of the field. There's a real good population of OSR, but it was sown quite late, so it's not the biggest, as you can see. There's a little bit of a hollow there where it gets bad for slugs, and it's not particularly good in that bit. But you just think, well, that's such a small amount, it doesn't matter. Or do we just go for a decent field of wheat? It's tough to decide, really. Got a bit of activity there from caterpillars or slugs or something. About a month ago, a car came down this road, didn't take the bend, hit the poacher block, knocked it into the middle of the field. Andrew's moved it with the Merlot out the way, and the lady inside had to be cut out. So this is bits of the car. That's actually quite heavy. I don't even know whether it was a Tesla, you know. But oh no, it can't have been a Tesla. I'll tell you why it can't be a Tesla. Because Teslas don't have VW badges on them, do they? I think it was an electric, is it an IQ or whatever you call it, car. So there's the badge, and there's all sorts of bits and bobs. But yeah, Andrew had to come in and lift the car onto the recovery truck, and then that's the poacher block. But I don't think they actually slowed down at all and just hit that and went flying like Dukes of Hazzard into the field, because that block was there. But yeah, not sure what to do. It's wet in the gateway. We put the gateway here for getting with the combine because it was on the bend to make it easier, but it is the wettest part of the field because everything slopes down to here, which is a shame. Wants a bit of a drain put into that ditch and filling with gravel, baby. Hold it so I can see. Ian thought it was a pigeon that's hit the window, so we're putting it black against it to prove it wasn't. Let's have a look. So if you hold the black coat up, you can see that's definitely an owl, because there's its eyes, there's its wings. I've just fixed that hose pipe there so that I can put the jet wash in. I'm going to wheel the jet wash down and wash that tractor now because it's still mucky. John's just going moving them poacher blocks. Look at the jet washer itself, needs a clean. It's a bit dusty. Never had a night out, so he's been undercover. Oh, it's a doddle. We're going across this concrete though. Look at that, it goes on its own. Going to top it up with fuel. John had a mishap the other day. The end of this has fell off inside one of the Fent fuel tanks, so we're going to have to see if we can fish it out when it gets low with a camera. I'm actually going to look forward to washing this tractor because you get all that like custard off it. The Valtra, anyway, it's Jake's, John's mate Jake's bought it and he's doing it up. He's put the dump trail on it this morning and he's going to go and do a few loads of leaves down the field just to warm it up and check everything on it. Bit of work really. You can actually see the pedigree, can't you? Don't look a lot different despite there being 30 years between them. Let's have a look. Ta-da! Can't get the hydraulic brakes to return the oil back to the tractor, so I'm going to release them with the air brakes. They'll reach on that, won't they? This is going to be like the cannonball running, isn't it? When the white Lamborghini's disappeared, but there's a red one behind me.
I think I've been drinking with you. The white Lamborghini has vanished, but there's a red one behind me honking its horn.
That's a bit more presentable now, anyway.
I decided to nail only with good clean because that's not been washed since the concrete. So we've got all the dust off from the maze, and then even between the plastic from the back, got all the rubbish out from under the boot, and then it's all off, it's plastic, it's got a bit of everything now. What looks like a new Merlo again.
John's using a big brush and brushing the yard off. We were talking about painting the weighbridge because it used to be yellow, as you can see. Saying about when's the best time to paint it. I think probably this summer, because you could jet wash it and it'd probably dry in an hour because it gets so warm, that metal, and then paint it one evening and then I bet it'd be dry the next morning. Plus the sheds there's a good chance of being empty as well. Moving them logs out of the way. I'm going to try my new jump starter thing I've got, see if it'll start this, and I'll give this a swill off. Might take some pictures. Made a clicking noise. See if it works. Wow. That's good, isn't it? Didn't even attempt to sound like a flat battery. Giving it a little bit of a swill off. It's proper tidy. Lad this morning was having a look at it. Was here picking something up. Biggest drawer up. And he said, yeah, it's good because it's totally original. The only bit of work it needs doing is the silicone on the door. Needs trimming off. And then I have got the other exhaust for it. And then in here, what's a drain in the roof unblocking because it was getting damp in that corner. So this all needs cleaning off. And then it'd be right because it was a dry cab, but you get there's little gutters at the top that block up with dust, and it gets the water in behind the heater matrix. 9,852 hours. But yeah, the cab's quite tidy, to be fair. See that? It's not on. Yeah? Click. Yeah? Just lift that lid off and click that and watch the difference. We'll time it. Just lift it right up. Lifts off completely.
Wow, you know.
There you go. Alright, pull the rubber off. Stick the red on the red and the black on the black. And turn the on button on. Watch how fast this fires it up. I mean, it wasn't cheap. It was about 300 quid, but we'll watch this now. Ready? Just turn the on button on, yeah. Right, it makes a little funny noise and clicks about a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. Ready? How good's that? Instant. Moaning the other week about jump packs. Someone told me about these. And they do all different sizes. Well, that's one of the biggest you can get. 4,250 amp. But it just effortlessly threw that engine over as if the battery was perfect. Well, I'll put this back in the shed. If anyone is interested in the Mint 1455, get in touch because it's with Straw Shed Fund for Wellbrook. So, don't know. Someone said there's been one advertised for 30 grand and it's not as good as this, so offers around that would be good. Do you know what? The road roller's completely dead. I've not been running for about a year, so probably longer. I'm going to try this on it, see what it does. I've clicked it on. I think you have to press. I have to press override because it's so flat. Let's just try it. Yeah, so let's see if I press that override button. There you go, it's clicking now. Hold on. Maybe it's the seat switch. I arced it out on the starter motor, melted the pliers. It's not wanting to engage the starter, but there must be some other wiring that needs checking, so job for another day, I think. Someone with a bit of patience in a circuit tester just to check what's going on. I'll wheel this away now before it goes dark. Chester has never been in the offices until today, and he likes the floor that much. He's left a deposit on it. Nice. Only 3 today on today's birthday bumper. We've got Felix Bouveroy, who's 9. Felix translated means the happy one or the lucky one, I think. Penny Carroll is 4, and Peter Hankins is 63. And that's not me panting, that's Chester. Well, that is all for today's birthdays, 107,472. And that is all for today's video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. In Oscar, flat out. So just cutting the corners. Now we have the backwards race. Woo! Go on, Clara, James is gaining on you.